Yo, yo, what's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Church Takes back at y'all with another one. Basically, they put out a top tier corny, the JBP, and we are going to give our opinions. We're going to give a few takes, and yeah, we're going to take it from the top. I mean, I like the fact that this episode or this Patreon exclusive, it was less than 3 hours. So it's a little bit more than what I like because I like the 2 hour mark. But it was a lot. It was less than 3 hours, and it was less than 4 hours. So I'll take it. It is what it is. But at the 16 and 22 second mark, the official ice jokes was pretty funny. I mean, it's not often that they dogpile on ice, but it actually happened. It was good to see it happen after us just not seeing them dogpile on ice because of his sensitivity for whatever reason. He took it well. He didn't necessarily get too spicy, but that happened. They definitely dogpiled him, and it was fun to see. It wasn't like a major dogpile, but I mean, Mel gets dogpiled every pod, so the fact that they were able to do it for ice, it was funny to see. At the 18-minute and 14 second mark, um, he left his daughter's birthday party. Um, like I can't believe that he didn't invite them. Like that's just crazy to me, man. That's like really, really crazy. I can't believe you didn't invite the pod members to your daughter's birthday party. Like you really, really don't or dislike the pod members, or you don't feel like they're worthy enough to be around you and your immediate family. I mean, shout out to you though. I mean, if that's how you feel, then you can feel that way. But that's just kind of it's nasty work, man. Um, at the 1955 mark, Amani expressed that some of the fans were calling Amani a deadbeat. It's a little aggressive, man. It's a little aggressive. Amani, he took it well, but you could tell that kind of bothered him. I mean, you don't have to get called a deadbeat, man. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, at the 24 and 13 mark, is Ice actually corny? I'm gonna just leave that there. Like, is Ice actually corny? He seems to have no issues with it, and he likes being corny. So, just a quick question. At the 27 and 50 second mark, J1 just said Ish isn't as smooth as he thinks he is. That was interesting because you'll see as this goes on. There's a building. There's a narrative building here, and that was one of the. That was one, in my opinion, that was one of the starters. But let's move on. At the 29-minute and 19 second mark, um, yeah, he didn't understand Mel referring to herself as Miss Parker. He said something about Professor Ogilvy, and it was like, boy, we talking about Friday, not the Parker show. But he's like 28, 29. So you can't knock him for trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Where are we at? 33 minutes and 40 seconds. Salute to E, man. You can still have your 30-year-old nonsense, even though you're 40. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. So salute to him. At the 36 and 45 minute, 35-minute and 45 second mark, Mel got flowers sent to the pod. Now, Joe was holding her flowers as if he didn't want to give them to her. And he was just sitting there with Mel's flowers. Like he was hating on her getting flowers. Like he was genuinely hating. Like not genuinely, but like he was a little mad. He was a little mad about it. Um, but he eventually gave her the flowers. And question is, Who sent the flowers? They said it was a LA address. A lot of people are thinking that it's Elliot Wilson. It could be right. I don't know. I don't know who's sending Mel flowers. At first, I thought it was a Vince Staples kind of move, but I don't know. I really don't know who sent the flowers. But anyway, moving on. 49 minutes and 50 seconds. Why is Joe just laying down on the floor? I mean, he was just laying on the floor for a while, and it was just kind of at some point it was like, all right, guy, get up. At the 53-minute mark, imagine if Flip was there to see Mel getting the flowers. Lord have mercy. That shit would have been extremely funny, but I don't want to discredit the fact that um, at the 56 and 25-minute mark, I wrote down that there's a lots of laughter, man. There's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of giggles on this pod. Um, I think Joe made it a point and made it an issue to make sure that the energy would be up without Flip being there and with Flip's performance over the last week or two. So they definitely have their energy up, and for it not to be an issue for Flip not being there. Let's move on. 8%. How are we on 8%? Anyway, um, the 59-minute and 40-second mark where uh, Ice and Ish's daughter, they go to the same school, bro. They go to the same school, and he didn't invite her, or he didn't invite them to the birthday party. It's like, dog, they go to the same school, fam. Y'all sit right next to each other. Like, yeah, no. I mean, there's nothing wrong with separating your work and your personal. So I get it. I'm not gonna get on him too much about it, but I just think that's crazy, man. They go to the same school, and you didn't even you're not even trying to mention it. And then he sat up there and was like, "Oh, that's not a big thing." But then they're gonna have the bouncy house, and you knew that the bouncy house was gonna be there. You knew that the bubbles, with the balls, and all of that shit was gonna be there. It's just like, damn, son. I don't know. The hour and 1 minute mark. Yo, Corey's laugh in the background. Again, I can't believe he didn't invite Ice. That's not cool. But Corey's laugh in the background to me be making the pod 10 times better. Cause he'll just come out of nowhere. You know he laughing at some bullshit. You know he's laughing at some bullshit. But anyway, moving on. An hour and 4 minutes into the pod, Jay Wan shooting at he's shooting a lot at Ish. Now, again, this dynamic is going to be very interesting to watch because Jay Wan is coming to shoot. And I don't know if Jay Wan necessarily wants to have to shoot with Ish. Um, but again, I think before anything gets crazy, I think Jay Wan will back down, but he's shooting. That's for sure. At an hour and 21 minutes, Mel hit it on the nose, in my opinion. Women will see. Oh, right. Women will see each other. Like, they don't care. They're going to make their little ways to link up. Guys, as we get older, we tend to grow apart. I'm not saying that that's a gender thing, but just can speak from my own experience. Most of the guys that I've came up with, we all grow our separate ways. Yeah, we still see each other once in a while. We still link up for birthdays and stuff like that. But the girls definitely get together a lot more than the guys in my from my experience, just based out of the group that I came up in. Um, so yeah, but moving on, an hour and 26 minutes. Park's famous MK happened. You know where he hit you with the MK, okay, okay. It's so funny when he does it. I don't know why that's not a running narrative. I don't know why. I mean, I'm pretty sure other people catch it. I'm not the only one that catches it. But that South Park, Mr. Garrison, okay, that Parks does. It happened at an hour and 26 minutes. Moving on, an hour and 32 minutes. Mel is getting spicy. Spicy. That's all I got to say there. An hour and 36 minutes, and something about a boat legged chick is extremely sexy. I grew up in that era where, if you had a boat leg, it was just rumored that, the sweet spot was extra sweet, if you know what I mean. And yeah, something about a bow legged chick to me is just very sexy. Now, again, she said further effing more. And this is at an hour and 38. Now, when she said further effing more, because I said Mel is getting spicy 6 minutes ago. After the further effing more, now I'm asking, is Mel drunk? An hour and 39 minutes. Now, it's now dark outside, and this is definitely, most definitely Merlot Melly right now at this point in time. I'm convinced no more questions need to be asked. Because it's dark outside. She came back very spicy. She got that pointer finger pointing away, and she's not giving two fuckly fucks. And anytime she gets on her fuckly fuck shit, you know what time it is. But let's move on. An hour and 42 minutes into the pod, Mel gaslighting Ish and loving every bit of it was arguably my favorite part of the episode so far. Her cheesing in the camera like that. Oh man, that made my day because you don't see that from Mel. So for her to be like the little girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to that she gave such a cheesy ass smile. Like, I'm finally doing it, guys. I'm finally doing it. Yo, that shit was too funny and made my day. Shout out to her for that. That shit was too funny. An hour and 44 minutes into the pod, Mel just little brothered Imani to Joe, and it was kind of funny. He didn't like it. He brought it up after he let her land her plane. And then after she landed the plane, he reiterates it again, like, yo, so how did I become the little brother out of this whole situation? What the fuck? Like, nah, we're not doing that. So she tried to backtrack, but it was just funny. Um, an hour and 47 minutes into the pod, um, Mel gave I like the deep dive Mel gave on the dynamics of the relationships up there. She gave an extremely deep analysis as to the relationships pertaining to Joe and how she sees them. And it was a very interesting description of the dynamics, the differences between the dynamics and how she sees the relationships up there. Very, very interesting. I like the deep dive. I think she should give more of those deep dives, to be honest. An hour and 51 minutes into the pod, Parks calling Amani Robin was funny because I referred to Parks as Joe's Robin on Spaces maybe about a week ago. So the fact that he's calling Imani Robin is just kind of funny. But anyway, moving on. An hour and 53 minutes in, someone calling J1 an arrogant Nepo baby is type funny because he definitely gives off arrogant Nepo young man vibes. He followed it up with the sentence right after talking about, don't be mad at me because your mom ain't sleep with somebody with some swag, or don't be mad at me because your parents was what. It was like, that is a arrogant nepo baby thing to say. Like, I mean, it is what it is. You can't be mad. You can be mad or you can't be mad. I mean, he's gonna be who he is, and he doesn't think he's an arrogant nepo baby. Well, he does think he's arrogant. He does have nepotism. I don't know how he doesn't think he's an arrogant nepo young man. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with the nepotism neither. Nothing wrong with it. I think there should be more nepotism in our neighbor in our community. So I'm not knocking it. I just don't see how he doesn't see it within himself. But anyway, an hour and 55 minutes into the pod. What was she doing on tour with Cisco? I mean, I seen that video too. It was definitely funny. What was she doing on the tour with Cisco? At an hour and 58 minutes in, Mel definitely opened up. I didn't know Mel is a November 7th Scorpio. Salute to all of the November Scorpios out there. Scorpio season is around the corner, and that's the best season. If you know, you know. Um, for a number of reasons, for a lot of reasons, but everybody's biased toward their own. But that November Scorpio season is different. It's a great time. It's a great time if you know. Going into the second hour, 2 hours and a minute in. Salute to Joe for being a DJ for his mom's birthday bash. That's kind of dope. That's kind of fire. That's actually really dope. And keep on being a good son, man. Keep on being a good son. That's fire. Salute. Um, 2 hours and 12 minutes in. Yo, the Spanish clip was hilarious. They have the pod in like all of their voices in Telemundo pretty much. It's like the pod but Telemundo style. And they got all of the voices, they did all of the reiterations in Spanish, and that shit was funny. I gotta go check that out. Actually, I might just go watch one of those episodes just to humor myself, just to entertain myself. Um, but yeah, no, it was hilarious. Oh, yeah. Again, IHC goes. So Jay Wan was saying that he wants to hear Flip's Spanish accent, and Ice screams out, "I'm from Queen." He goes, "I'm from Queen." Yo, so like that would be like the Spanish version of "I'm from Queens." I'm from Queen. Yo, when he screamed that shit out, I started dying. I was rolling. So shout out to Ice for giving me a good laugh on that one. 2 minutes 16 2 hours and 16 minutes in, Jay Wan starting a narrative on Ish is very funny. Selfish Ish. Jay Wan is on Ish's head top. I don't know if that's necessarily where he wants to be, but he's definitely on Ish's head top, and Ish is seeing it. He's seeing it. Ish ain't slow. He's just taking it very, very easy. But we'll see how that dynamic all plays out. Antoine is Ish's best man. Now that was funny. Um, they was talking about, who would you invite to the wedding and who would be your best man. And Jay Wan goes, man, Antoine is Ish's best man. Y'all ain't know so. And it sounds about right. I mean, I can't say that sounds about right, but it was just funny. Let's go into the next take. 2 hours and 23 minutes in. There's something really funny about trying to hold back tears. I don't know what's funny about it, but when you're trying to hold back tears, I just think that shit is hysterical. Like, and you really want to cry, but you trying to hold it back. If I see that expression on your face, I might just start dying out loud. I might start crying, but out of laughter. Like, I don't know why, but there's something just really, really funny to me about that. Um, where we at with this? 2 hours and 27 minutes in. Oh yeah, giving yourself a $1.50 while shaving is funny, but Jay Wan goes, he said you gave yourself a $1.20. Like, I don't know if he's just young, so I don't know if he was trying to say a $1.50 and just said a $1.20. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was trying to be like, I don't know if he was trying to say, I don't know if he meant $1.50 and said a $1.20, or was trying to twist his words and just said a $1.20. I don't know, cause I don't know. I don't know. That was just it was just like, damn, son. Not only the Friday thing, but you over here saying $1.50, you saying $1.20. The fuck? But Maybe it was because a slice wasn't as thick as a buck 50, and maybe you thought it was funnier by saying a buck 20. But I guess whatever. Um, Amani definitely lives in Queens. I'm convinced. I'm not hearing that Harlem shit no more. And salute, salute. Nothing wrong with Queens. And to get up out of here, man, on the two, basically it was 2 hours and 50 minutes long. On this episode, man, I'm just gonna leave this here. Go look at it to know what I'm talking about. But they definitely had a slice, if you know what I mean. They definitely had a slice this episode, most definitely. And he went into the verbal usage of the word slice. So if you want to go and check it out, if you want to know what we're talking about, why don't you go ahead and go get the Patreon and go see it for yourself. But anyway, man, salute. That is it. That is all for right now. Shout out to the sponsor, Manhattan Gray. Shout out to the team and the podcast members for doing what they always do and being consistent and all of that good stuff. So shout out to them. But again, shout out to the sponsor, Manhattan Gray. Go ahead and keep your hair healthy, happy, shiny. You can go over and get yourself a nice hair care package. Very inexpensive. It is a black-owned business. The support would be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to let them know who sent you. Your boy Church Takes, or you could just simply use the discount link in the description. That is it. That is all for now, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And yeah, man, that's it. Until the next one, that is it. That is all. We are out. Salute to y'all and peace. Just do me a favor. Remember that the best takes are the church's takes, and we're out. Come on.